You're listening to Snippets from the Summit with your host, Scott McKay.
Oh, how's it going, gentlemen? This is your main man, Scott McKay, coming at you again with another Snippet from the Summit as part of the Mount to Top podcast from X&Y Communications. Today, I'm going to talk to you about a topic that I'm not really sure anybody's ever really covered before, at least not in detail, but it's something that most of us as men need to know, because once you wrap your head around what I'm about to share with you, it should have the effect of making it a lot easier and a lot less stressful to talk to even the most beautiful women out there. So here goes. Okay, I think for years, the pickup artist movement tried to communicate to us as men that women who were extremely high value, the women who are 10s, the ones in little black dresses at clubs, are very serious, very cynical, have high standards, and you have to somehow bypass their rejection mechanism to get anywhere near them. All right, well, here's the truth. You've heard me tell you before time and time again about how girls just want to have fun, that when women feel safe and comfortable, what do? They laugh. They laugh out loud. They have a great time. And if you've ever been around a bunch of women, especially if they've had a few appletinis and they're starting to feel a little happy, they're laughing and giggling until they snort. Here is the truth about women. Most of them are just big dorks. They're just dorky chicks, all of them. Now you're thinking, okay, well, are you talking about kind of the nerdy, smart chicks, with the librarian glasses? Sure. You bet I'm talking about them, but I'm also talking about all of them. And insofar as that's true, here's something that's even more likely to be the case. In fact, it's almost universal. Show me a single mom, okay? A woman who's had some babies, changed some diapers, been shat all over and thrown up on. She is absolutely hitting her dorky stride, okay? Even if she was trying to kayfabe like she was serious when she was younger, well, guess what? Having babies, that brings out your dorky side. So how does all of this fit into the big picture of making it a lot easier for us as men to approach and talk to women? Well, here it is, guys. As we've talked about time and time again, we as men are allergic to fun. Okay, we think it's somehow a waste of our time or not getting down to business, right? And B, we all take ourselves way too seriously. So what happens? Well, the more beautiful and sexy a woman seems to us, the more it feels to us like we need to double down on the serious nature of the issue at hand. And we have to work to impress her. We have to work to figure out the perfect way to approach her. Then we have to work to figure out the right things to say to her to impress her. Then we're going to have to work out that perfect way to ask her out. And then we're going to have to spend this time figuring out how to actually get her to go out with us. Guys, it's like meeting women is like a second job for us. We punch out of our day job and then we punch the clock on the night shift, which is going out and meeting women at clubs, etc. All right, guys, here's the deal. And first of all, a special nod to you single dads out there, because admit it, you're already a little dorkier than you were when you were this serious young buck who thought, nothing fun could ever happen. You've had kids crap all over you. You've had to rush them to the emergency room when they bumped their head and needed stitches. You're into dad jokes now in a way that you weren't before. And guess what? Single moms love dads for who they are, their dorky selves. And this is a memo that some of you younger guys actually have to get. Embrace the sillier side of things, especially when it comes to women. Yeah, I know there are things you have to be serious about. You have to be serious about your career when there's a crisis and you want to be the kind of man who leads and provides and protects, like I always talk about. There's certainly a time to be serious. But when you're meeting women and you're talking to women, guess what? Don't be afraid to be at least semi-serious or at best, downright dorky. Guys, put me to the test on this. When you meet women and you get them laughing, it doesn't matter how gorgeous they are, if they're a 10 out of 10, what segment of society they come from, how much they're educated, or yes, even what their age is. Most women are very dorky. They're very silly. And when you start cracking silly jokes, doing silly things, and taking yourself less seriously, you are going to be amazed at how almost every woman has this dorky side. And guess what? She wants it to come out and play. And when you're the man who makes it come out and play, you've made her feel safe and comfortable. And perhaps the greatest of ironies, your dorky side coming out to play is what's going to make her sexual side ultimately come out to play. Want to talk about this or anything else? Scott at mountaintoppodcast.com. Be good out there.
As always, visit mountaintoppodcast.com for more.